things around. One day I woke up, I pulled Manny and Mo out of my eye. I said to myself, how much do these things weigh? I realized I had no idea. So I weighed them. Got myself a little nail scale, you know? The kind they weigh postage and cocaine on. Unhooked my bra, flopped one of those suckers down on the nail scale. I won't tell you how much they weigh, but it cost $87.50 to send them to Brazil. Third class. During the early 70s, I remember what a great brouhaha there was about the ladies burning their bras. Oh God, I was desperate to burn my bra. I thought, boy, that'd be some fire. Fortunately, just about this time, Cosmopolitan magazine decided they were going to print a test that would show all us momos whether or not we were fit to go without a bra. This was the test. Stand in front of a full-length mirror, stripped to the waist, take a pencil. Lift your breast, slip the pencil under the breast, drop the breast gently over the pencil. Now, if the pencil falls to the floor, put your nipples to the wind, run down to the singles bar. Oh, shook like rabbits, who cares? But if that pencil hesitates for even a fraction of a second before falling to the floor, don't even go to the fridge without major support. So I'm standing there in front of a full-length mirror, stripped to the waist, got the pencil in my hand. I lift the left breast, I slip the pencil under the breast, I drop the breast gently over the pencil. Then I slip the steno pad under there. An old Smith Corona typewriter. 2 wingback chairs. A brand new high bed. I had a full house. I tell you, if I was a guy and I had this much extra flesh, I'd have a dick down to my ankles. I'd be having some fun. Oh, God, that's a lot of stuff about tits. And it's not over yet. No sirree, Bob. Everyone has their field of expertise. Mine just happens to be tits. Do they jump on the pole because all he ever talks about is God?
What's going on? What's going on?
This next story is a true story. It concerns 2 of my favorite subjects. Industrial theft and tits. What a combo. This is the story. The inventor of the modern foundation garment that we women wear today was a German scientist and opera lover by the name of Otto Titzling. This is a true story. His name was Otto Titzling. What happened to Otto Titzling shouldn't happen to a schnauzer. It's a very sad story. I feel I have to share it with you. Inventor and kraut had nothing to get very worked up about. His inventions were failures, his future seemed bleak. He fled to the opera at least twice a week. One night at the opera he saw an Aida whose tits were so big they would often impede her. But he watched her fall into the pit, done in by the weight of those terrible tits. Oh my God, there she blows! Aerodynamically, this bitch was a mess. Otto eyeballed the diva lying comatose amongst the reeds, and he suddenly felt the fire of inspiration flood his soul. He knew what he had to do. He ran back to his workshop where he futzed and futzed and futzed. For Otto Titzling had found his quest to point the small ones to the sky to keep the big ones high and dry. Every night he sweat and snort, searching for the right support. He tried some string and paper clips. Hey, he even tried his own two lips. Well, he stitched and he slaved and he slaved and he stitched until finally one night in the wee hours of morning, a hope arose from his workbench, triumphant. Yes, he had invented the world's first over-the-shoulder boulder holder. Hooray! Exhausted but ecstatic, he ran down the street to the diva's house, bearing the prototype in his hot little hand. Now, the diva did not want to try the darn thing on, but after many initial misgivings, she finally did. And the sigh of relief that issued forth from the diva's mouth was so loud that it was mistaken by some to be the early onset of the Sirocco winds, which would often blow through the shortfall of the engines. But little did I know, at the moment of his greatest triumph, lurking under the diva's bed was none other than the very worst of the French cat thieves, Philip Gimozia. And Phil was watching the scene with a great deal of interest. Later that night, while our Brunhilde slept, into the wardrobe Philippe softly crept. He fumbled through knickers and corsets galore till he found Otto's titsling and he ran out the door, crying, "Oh my God, what joy of bliss! I'm gonna make me $1,000,000 from this. Every woman in the world will wanna buy one. I can have all the goods manufactured in Taiwan." Oh, thank you. The result of the swindle is pointedly clear. Do you buy a titsling or do you buy a Brazil?